Dude, I know my rights, dude. Dude. Okay. Hey, what's up? It's me, Ben Owens. Today we're gonna be doing a cool little experiment for AP Psych. We're gonna be going against social norms. It's seeing how we and other people react to this different and not normal, as they would say, behavior.
Yeah. Conformity is a process in which individuals adjust their thoughts or behaviors to fit in with a group or environment. Examples of conformity include following the newest fashion trends and listening to the new hit song of the summer.
A social norm, however, is a societal and community expectation on your behavior, such as, I don't know, like waiting in line or saying please and thank you.
Usually, men only get flowers on the day they're dead. Today, we're gonna change that.
Ready? Go!
Subject number 1, white shirt fella. Our journey begins! Onward to the marketplace. Ha-ha! Finally, a perfect target. I approached him as he walked by and excused myself to gift him a bouquet. And unexpectedly, he second-guesses himself, but accepts without looking at my face or stopping for longer than a second, and hurriedly rushes off to pursue whatever he was there for. I believe this hesitant behavior is caused by the man's confusion on how to react to such a new and kind gesture shown by a random gorgeous man on the street.
First drop, success.
I waved through his closed window, motioning him to open it. After he obliges, I present the flowers and declare that they are for him. Although my numbskull, idiot cameraman couldn't capture his elegant countenance, he replied, "Could not forget the look he gave me. A concerned, confused, and a nervously confident grin. I said, 'These are for you.' He replied, 'Nah, man.' But I insisted. We had a back and forth for about 30 seconds over who keeps the flower when he says, 'Give them to a pretty lady.' Failure. Wait! Go back! I argued, but you're the prettiest person here. After he had heard my honest compliment, he finally, seemingly a little begrudgingly, accepted the flowers. After which we left, and he drove off in his juggernaut, as beautiful and as lustrous as a Pegasus is in the morning sun. His behavior of consistently refusing and even ordering us to give him to a pretty lady is caused by semi-fragile masculinity. Although strong enough to eventually accept them, his perception of the value of his own masculinity might have been diminished if he immediately accepted. But after hearing my pleas, his fragileness was shattered.
Floor of fallout initiated. I'm buckled. It's upside down. Today, we're on the way to Target in hopes of finding a couple. Not giving it to the lady, but the man.
And a cow.
And a cop, yeah, later.
While on the search for a third target, we waited specifically for a couple, either entering or exiting Target. We waited and waited and waited outside of the Target, awaiting our next victims. However, they never appeared, never approached. Knowing our luck, whenever we left, they would all appear. So we waited, but they never came. Such was bewildering to our primitive minds. After waiting for what seemed like ages, nothing happened. And I waited for Clark to play to signal the arrival of a couple, whilst I continued to play Flappy Bird. After waiting for over 10 minutes, there was hope. I spotted an older couple seeming to be in their mid to late 40s, walking towards us in the distance. I hid the flowers behind my back and didn't look back. I confront the man. "Here, these are for you." He looks back for a second and turns back with his wife while saying a word I was not expecting to hear. Failure!
You're a failure.
Attempt number 2 of the couple proposition went as follows. We almost give up the whole couple idea after the last failure, but see real hope in the store doors exciting the building, a younger couple who looked to be in their 20s. I rush over them and hold the flowers out toward the man. He asks, "Who are these for?" I quickly answer with the classic, "These are for you." He adds with kind and affectionate gratitude, "Haha, thanks," along with a gesture I thought had been long forgotten by the youth of the elusive fist bump, "God bless you," gracing us for eternity. Spiritual success.
Success!
We were lucky enough to have a chance of having one of our wishes fulfilled. There was a group of officers parked in the middle of an empty parking lot. Perfect! The other cars and people ran in fear from such a menacing task of interaction, where a single mistake could end your life. We made no such stereotype. No head turned in the other direction. A task this marvelous could not be suspended, especially from one who protects our community. The first acted bewildered and rejected our advances and pleas. However, he passed our gift on to the officer behind him.
We're doing a little video for our class, and we're wondering if we could maybe some flowers for a project on social norms and such. Is that fun?
You want to give me flowers?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, you know who I want to pass the flowers to?
Yeah. I would love to.
Let me get out of the way.
Officer 2, who we mistakenly forgot to ask the name of, was bewildered. He was slightly confused and seemed really offended and output. He begrudgingly accepted them, wondering why we would and for what purpose. He responded that he would forward them to the department. Partial success.
Sorry, here's a Pringle. You deserve one. Yeah. Works. Offense, Santo. Okay.
Thank you.
Just like any reason or for this?
We're going against social norms. Most men don't get flowers, so we decided to share one with our brothers.
Alright, well I appreciate that. Of course.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for your
Have a nice
service.
day.
Alright, take care, guys.
That was truckalicious.
This was an amazing learning experience.
And spiritual too.
We thank Coach Robert Hubert Allen for this learning experience. Strike first,
Strike first, Rattlers.